Urban Garden Cafe, where healthy meets delicious just for you. Urban Garden Cafe, a pleasant and cozy respite on the outskirts of Roseau. We provide breakfast, lunch, and snacks Mondays to Thursdays, happy hour fare on Fridays, and good food in town on a Saturday. Eating healthy away from home has never been easier. Treat your taste buds to creative and delicious combinations. We buy organic. We care about you. Urban Garden Cafe, the healthy, delicious choice for breakfast, lunch, and snacks. Call us at 317-8888. Come by at 8 Castle Street, Roseau. Check our Facebook page for daily lunch specials. Urban Garden Cafe, open Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to midnight, and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Urban Garden Cafe, where healthy meets delicious just for you.
It's 12:54. I told you we would be hooking up with Urban Garden Cafe just to find out what's on the menu this Christmas season. Hi, Maxine. How are you?
Hi, Matthias, and how are you today?
But you see, I do a lot of style today, Papa. Matthias, okay.
You big people, you know, I have to give you your full respect. I cannot
I'll call them all the older folks. Cure them where? So what's going on? What's going on?
Well, you know, we're in the Christmas season, so we put up a little Christmas decorations, and we bake our first ham for the season last night. So right now we have our ham sandwiches that our customers have been asking for, and our bakes and ham, and we have the little mini bucket with ham, so you can get your roast bakes with some ham and some salad inside of there as well. And we're doing, so we are planning breakfast specials now. So you have scrambled egg with ham and salad and a little toast and stuff. So we have those, you know, the nice little Christmassy breakfast specials on the menu starting from today. I have some customers that have been asking me for ham since even while we were still in November. So they should be happy to know that finally we have brought it in. And we also still have, you know, like we have crabacks. So this week we actually have crabacks. We have both as a special as well. And then we have our daily lunch special. So today we have Parmesan chicken wings, sweet and sour pork. We have blackened tuna, which is a little spicy. And then we have stir-fried vegetables as the vegetarian option. And on this side we have pumpkin and raisin rice. So, you know, Christmas time we tend to like a little raisin, a little sweetness in our stuffness. So we have pumpkin and raisin rice, scalloped potatoes, pink beans, and garden salad. So Parmesan chicken wings, sweet and sour pork, blackened tuna, stir-fried vegetables. And on the side, we have pumpkin and raisin rice, scalloped potatoes, pink beans, and garden salad. And then our soup of the day is a lentil soup with chicken wings. So we invite you to come on down to Urban Garden Cafe if you want something healthy and delicious to eat, if you want something a little special. We do eat-ins, we also do takeout, and we also do delivery. So if you want your food to go, then you can call us 317-8888, and we can place it for you, put it in one of our biodegradable containers. We only do biodegradable containers. We refuse to do styrofoam stuff. So, you know, you can feel free to order your takeout from us, because we are ensuring that we do not contribute negatively to the environment here on our nature island. It costs us a little more, but, you know, at the end of the day, in the long term, it costs us at Urban Garden Cafe a little more, but it costs the country far less. So I want to encourage you to support us in that thing. Where 317-8888 is the number to call. We're located on 8 Castle Street, right opposite the Police Tavern bus stop. We also have some interesting cutting boards that are made by an artist who lives in Cochrane. They're made from blue maho and salmon, and there are some interesting ideas for wedding gifts or for Christmas gifts. You can use them as cutting boards. You can use them as wall hangings. They look beautiful on our walls right now. So if you're looking for something like that as well, or just a nice, unique local souvenir item, then you can also check that out.
Well, it seems like, you know, a lot of excitement there at Urban Garden Cafe there for the Christmas.
We try to keep life a little exciting, you know, man.
Like you're always excited. Have a great afternoon, okay?
All right, have a good one.
It's only Tuesday. Good. Take care now.
Urban Cafe, a pleasant and cozy respite on the outskirts of Roseau. We provide breakfast, lunch, and snacks Mondays to Thursdays, happy hour fare on Fridays, and good food in town on a Saturday. Eating healthy away from home has never been easier. Treat your taste buds to creative and delicious combinations. We buy organic. We care about you. Urban Garden Cafe, the healthy, delicious choice for breakfast, lunch, and snacks. Call us at 317-8888. Come by at 8 Castle Street, Roseau. Check our Facebook page for daily lunch specials. Urban Garden Cafe, open Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to midnight, and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Urban Garden Cafe, where healthy meets delicious just for you.
Win big this Christmas with D&D Hardware Supplies. Shop $100 and enter to be the winner in 3 grand Christmas draws. First draw, December 9th. Second draw, December 16th. And on December 23rd, you could be the big winner of our final draw. Prizes include ham, turkey, Christmas hamper, and a dinner for 2. Come in today. Shop $100 and get 3 chances to win. Visit D&D Hardware Supplies on number 2 Federation Drive, Goodwill. Call 449-0542 or 612-0542.
This Christmas, go from running low to fully charged. From average to excellent at Digicel. We know what you want. Better prices, better content, better gifts with the most gifted network. This Christmas season, Digicel invites you to get gifted. Win your share in our $50,000 cash and prizes giveaway. Activate a data or D-Music plan for your chance to win. Download my Digicel app for information.
The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents Holiday Loans. It's that special time of year, so to bring you joy and cheer. The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union got holiday loans for you and me. Pay just $225 monthly on a $2,500 loan, $135 on a $1,500 loan, and $90 on a $1,000 loan. Holiday loan. Season for giving. The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union got holiday loans for you and me.
Terms and conditions apply.
Ho, ho, ho! Christmas is here. They brought you the most talked about boat cruise. Now the United Workers Party Team Dominica presents for the first time Christmas Beach Brunch. Yes, it's a Christmas Beach Brunch. Date December 18th, Sunday, December 18th. Where? Lio Beach. Time is from 1 p.m. in the afternoon to 6 p.m. in the evening. Price is only $30. Come join us. Loads of food, drinks, entertainment. Come join us. It's Christmas time again. Yes, people, don't forget, it is December 18th. We'll see you there. Merry Christmas, everybody, and a prosperous New Year.
The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents Holiday Loans. It's that special time of year, so to bring you joy and cheer. The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union got holiday loans for you and me. Just $225 monthly on a $2,500 loan, $135 on a $1,500 loan, and $90 on a $1,000 loan. Holiday loan. It's the season for giving. The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union got holiday loans for you and me.
Terms and conditions apply.
Queen Show patrons, the road to the throne continues with the Queen Show pre-show on Saturday, December 17th at the Arawak House of Culture. A presentation of the Discover Dominica Authority, the Dominica Festivals Committee, and the Queen Show Committee. Come and get a glimpse of the 7 young ladies vying for the coveted title of Miss Dominica 2017. See Carla Henry of Maho, Zethra Barron of Fort Saint Jean, Gabrielle Abraham of Goodwill, Teresa Lewis of Bath Estate, Ketisha Joseph of Massac, Esther Francis of Goodwill, and Jade Romaine of Gutter Village. The Queen Show pre-show is on at the Arawak House of Culture, Saturday, December 17th, 2016 from 8 p.m. Tickets cost $30. Be there. This ad has been sponsored by Flow. This is how we flow.
welcome to Q95's Lunchtime News Update for today, Tuesday, December 13th, 2016. In local news, Education Minister Peter Sejean has expressed his delight at the initiation of the I Can See Clearly Vision program, as he believes that the program is a lifetime investment in the country's future. Sejean says the rising numbers in vision issues in Dominica are surprising. Therefore, he assures the full commitment of both the Ministries of Health and Education toward the success of this initiative. Meantime, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Mrs. Helen Roy, has confirmed that based on recent surveys, vision problems appear to be growing among children, as over 9% of students are afflicted with vision problems in Dominica. As a result, the ministry has made plans to integrate this project into the school healthcare program in order to ensure the continuation of this project. In other news, radical changes are emerging on the political scene in the Bahamas as the country's first female opposition leader, Loretta Butler Turner, gets down to business after her official appointment by Governor Dame Marguerite Pindling. Butler Turner, who declared that democracy was about cooperation in the pursuit of a common good, at her swearing-in ceremony on Sunday has formed an alliance with the minority opposition Democratic National Alliance. In an unprecedented move, she named political rival Branville McCartney, the DNA leader, as the leader of opposition business in the Senate. And Gambia's security forces have taken over the headquarters of the Electoral Commission, its chairman says, as the country's president refuses to accept his loss in recent elections. Aliou Momar Naji told the BBC that staff were barred from entering. President Yahya Jammeh initially conceded defeat to Adama Barrow in a recent poll before changing his mind. Visiting West African leaders have met Mr. Jammeh to try to persuade him to step down after 22 years in power. And this concludes your Lunchtime News Update. I'm Linda Martin. Do join us again at 4 for the Prime Evening News Update. Good afternoon.
This Christmas, go from running low to fully charged. From average to excellent at Digicel, we know what you want. Better prices, better content, better gifts with the most gifted network. This Christmas season, Digicel invites you to get gifted. Win your share in our $50,000 cash and prizes giveaway. Activate a data or D-Music plan for your chance to win. Download my Digicel app for information.
Queen Show patrons, the road to the throne continues with the Queen Show pre-show on Saturday, December 17th at the Arawak House of Culture. A presentation of the Discover Dominica Authority, the Dominica Festivals Committee and the Queen Show Committee. Come and get a glimpse of the 7 young ladies vying for the coveted title of Miss Dominica 2017. See Carla Henry of Maho, Zethra Barron of Fort Saint Jean, Gabriel Abraham of Goodwill, Teresa Lewis of Bath Estate, Ketisha Joseph of Massac, Esther Francis of Goodwill, and Jade Romaine of Gutter Village. The Queen Show pre-show is on at the Arawak House of Culture, Saturday, December 17th, 2016 from 8 p.m. Tickets cost $30. Be there. This ad has been sponsored by Flow. This is how we flow.
Many of us know what it is for Viva Rotica if a wooden window plate to if your teacher chet or a piece of rope tied to a nail or your clucky bend bag to feme punet la. Oh, I've taken one to the wheel from the pit toilet. But this is the modern times. Latter eclipse. Times have changed. Jordi Junoni, Dragon Windows and Fonfoli. Next to the Hucksters Association. Jordi Juicy sash windows, sliding windows, casement windows. Have a Dragon ni Tutsa. Dragon ni French door sliding doors, all PVC, all made in Dominica, custom made Nepal style, Nepal Giadouvle. If you not develop hot Dragon windows, loud and talk, you open your window or door with style. Hello, can I help you? Sakape kai kon kai bonjan. Côté Dragon windows next to the Hucksters Association of Fokole, who set up a office cubicles, bathroom enclosures, rolling shutters, top class security for garage and business place and homes for hurricane season. Dragon windows need railings, fencing and gates. LB Radi, I recommend everyone call 4480253. Dragon windows for top security. If you need top volley around, I would give every volley an illegal injection. It will be the lethal injection.
It's a Guinness Christmas special. Buy 5 cases of Guinness and get a t-shirt plus 1 case free. You heard right. This holiday season, buy 5 cases of Guinness Stout and get a free t-shirt plus 1 case of Guinness absolutely free. This offer is valid on cash purchases only. Must be 18 years and over. Terms and conditions apply. Drink Guinness responsibly.
Good afternoon, Dominica. Good afternoon. This is Talk on the Block. And this afternoon we're dealing with a social issue. You know, a couple of years ago, I dealt with this time and time again. And I know with the Christmas season coming on, you will be talking about it a little more. I know you're asking, what is it that Matt is talking about? It's something that everybody have experienced or will experience sometime in their life. I'm talking about customer service. The act of taking care of customers' needs by providing and delivering professional, helpful, high-quality service and assistance during and after, even before the customer's requirements are met. By book definition, customer service is meeting the needs and desires of any customer. And some of the characteristics of good customer service include professionalism, politeness, and some might say the personalization. In Dominica, I'm just going to say, and there is bad customer service in many areas. I'm sure you're going to agree with me this afternoon, or maybe disagree. So to help me put all of this together, I brought a professional. Can I refer to you by your first name, Kathy?
Definitely.
Kathy has joined me. She's a professional in that area, and she'll help us go along. Maybe give us some tips along the way as we talk this afternoon. Kathy, I'm going to say, and I don't know if you're going to agree with me being the professional that you are, that we have bad customer service. That's what I'm going to say in Dominica. How are we going to how are we going to deal with this?
Matt, I would believe some people might be upset with me for saying that. We have terrible customer service in Dominica.
Also, you kind of agree with me?
No, I totally in agreement with you.
All right.
Just this week, I had 2 issues that I had to deal with. And I like to bring up my girls in my examples because they know how much of a customer service person I am. We had to deal with something, and I politely brought it to the attention of the person, the attendant, and she did not acknowledge it. And my girl said, "Mommy, she did not even acknowledge what you told her." So I parked the car and I nicely went in, and I addressed it to the managers. But the managers were giving the apology. It was really a bad situation, and I said, "No, I don't really need your apology. I need the apology of her because she's the one who gave me bad customer service. And if we do not make the people who provided the bad customer service address the situation, then they will feel it was passed over their head and they wouldn't, correct the thing." The thing is, as you rightly said, what is customer service? Customer service is before, after, and during. And it's also one of the things, when you say about customization, it's about making people feel good. As long as you appeal to people's need of feeling like they belong and they have the attention, they're going to leave with that wow effect, And it's about meeting people's, who are my customer? What does my customer want? Because I come in to buy a pant and you're giving me a shirt, you did not meet my need. You did not listen to me. So one of the main things in customer service is listening to your customer and knowing who your customer is, so you know exactly what to provide for the customer.
But what do you think brought that? Is that a culture? Our service is bad because of the way we were brought up. I know some of us were brought up in good homes.
It's a new culture.
Oh, it's a new culture.
Because when we grew up, Matt, not that I'm so much younger than you are, it wasn't like that. Because a lot of the older folks saying, when I were that age,
it was not like that.
It wasn't like that. You know, people came in and they said, good morning. People greet you. This is good customer service. How may I help you? Would you like a seat, sir? Would you like to sit while you're waiting on that? What else can I do for you today? Is that all? Somebody wants to rant and rave because they have a complaint? Allow them to rant and rave. We tend to misunderstand what it's meant by the customer is always right. Because...
Is the customer always right?
The customer is always right. They pay your bills. But it's how we deal with what is meant by the customer is always right. This morning I had a customer who came in and she had an issue with regards to the other attendants in my work environment dealing with some bias issue. I listened to her and I said, I appreciate your thought, ma'am, but I'm not going to subscribe to what you determine as politics. Let us deal with the issue that you have at hand. You can nicely tell people that. And by the time she left, she was smiling. It's how you deal with people. It's your tone of voice, it's your body language, it's your eye movements, it's making people feel comfortable. And everything that we do talks about customer service.
Because the telephones are already going, so you know people have their own thoughts on what we're talking about. Hello.
Hey, Matt, good day. And good day to you again.
Yes.
Matt, whilst I want to agree that there is bad customer service, I would like to even single out a few places where you get good customer service. And one of them is Auto Trade. Another place is E.H. Charles. Another place is Raffles.
Okay.
Yeah, and these places, when you go there, as a matter of fact, I will mention on the top of the list there, Auto Trade.
Okay.
As soon as you walk into Auto Trade, you have somebody coming on you, how can I help you, and would facilitate you. So I recognize that, but really and truly, we have a serious problem. So I want to think is also a lack of training. The wise people might come from certain homes or good homes, and they know to greet people good morning, good afternoon. When you're working certain establishments, they don't carry that on. So I think the onus is on the level of training that they get from that particular area where they work. So I want to see if all the staff at Auto Trade is like that, I want to think it's because the training that goes on there and how to deal with the customer. And I think at E.H. Charles and Raffles, where I mentioned. So I think it has to do with a level of training, and people have to be aware and how to deal with the customer. So it has to also do with maybe the company that the person works for. Because if you come there, like the lady said earlier, the manager was coming to apologize. The manager should not apologize. I figure out if the person was trained in a certain way, she would not have gotten that attitude from the worker. So that's my take on it. Have a good day.
Thank you. Let me just, it's politeness, huh? Is it lost ad saying hello, thank you, good afternoon?
It's a lost act. I think it's we have a lot of influences from the external world, and it's not synonymous. It's not only about Dominica. It's a Caribbean thing. If we go through the Caribbean, I think it's a new generation thing as well. But sometimes you get lost on the other older persons that you think who might know better. But let me just add to what the caller just said. I should apologize. I should recognize, firstly, places that do have great customer service. And I should say this morning, the first thing I called a place this morning and I got excellent customer service. And let me give Ingrid Phillip a shout out at Campbell's Phillip, at Campbell's Business Machines. She was excellent in dealing with me today. And the other thing is, when we get good customer service, we need to tell them. That encourages people. You know, like when you have kids, you give them a reward. That is people's reward. So they'll be encouraged to give continuously in that level of service that they give.
All right, let's take a phone call there, this time from the overseas line. Hello. We're talking customer service in Dominica. Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Peltier, and good afternoon to your guest in studio.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my brother, when you live in, you work in environment where you're satisfied and you're happy, you're going to get good customer service. But you live in an environment, a lot of the people are not happy, first of all, with their pay rate. And, for instance, you don't know if this woman had breakfast this morning, if her children went to school with breakfast. You see, I'm just saying, I'm not giving her the reason to do that. But there's a lot of situations why people don't have good customer service when they live in an environment that they're not paid properly. Bills are piling. They don't know where the next month bill is going to come. So
I'm going to say to you, caller, this afternoon, I think that's a poor excuse. You know, there are many times I might leave home and I'm not, very happy. Sometimes about things that happen. Do I come on the radio and bash everybody that calls because, not be happy personally? I mean, you have to be a professional about it.
Yes, and as well as the last caller spoke about training as well. We all expect good customer service when we go out there, so we know what we expect. And as the good old book says, treat others as you would like them to treat you. So, yes, we all have our issues. However, when we come to work, it should be about doing what it is that we have to do. It's about elevating the level of standard and meeting having the right attitude on the job. So yes, we have all of us have our bill issues, all of us have our personal issues, but does that mean we take it to work with us? Then we're in the wrong business.
All right, let's take another phone call here. 122. I told you it was going to be very interesting this afternoon there. Hello.
Matt.
Yes.
Let me begin by saying this morning I was at my home and I said the next time Matt has a program on customer service, I have to call. I wouldn't call the business places, but Matt, I had two experiences. One around earlier this year, not at the place, but you buy something and then the product is not up to par, and for you to call them or for them to come to see what they gave you that's not good, Matt, that's like how they say they're pulling something from teeth. And it happened to me in May, and I bought my product from a local person because I said, let me buy the product from a local person, the appliance from a local person to help the economy. Matt, I tried the biggest hardware place that we probably have in Dominica. And Matt, at the place, the customer service was nice. When you call them on the phone, it is okay. But Matt, it takes so long for them to do what they have to do. In fact, the last place I bought the thing, I hope they're listening because sometimes people listen to your program. Matt, they're supposed to give me a discount. And I have called twice. And every time I call, the person is talking, said, and that young lady can answer to it. He said, my supervisor is not there. Well, even though your supervisor is not there, the next time you see your supervisor, tell your supervisor, look, this lady bought a product. It's not up to par. She still likes it, but they promised me a discount. Matt, customer service is bad. Have a good afternoon.
All right, customer service. We're talking about this afternoon. I know everybody's going to have their own opinions about it, but let's take another call this time from the overseas line. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Matt?
How you doing?
I'm good. Matt, your last long distance call, I totally disagree with him. He wasn't making no sense. But Matt, I think down there, I think people that, especially in the restaurant industry, they don't respect the customer dollar. I think that's what it boils down to. For instance, if I go to Subway in New York, the guy would treat me so good because he knows 2 blocks away have other Subway I could go to. I have that option to go somewhere else. And he don't want to lose that dollar. But I think in the restaurants and stuff, they don't really respect, getting that money. I don't know, it's because down there, they don't have that much option to go somewhere else. But I think too, they need to, do they have a program in college for customer service?
I don't know if they do, but there's some tourism-related program there. Maybe it's part of the program in terms of the training.
Yeah, I think a little better customer service will take the country a long way.
Thank you very much. I'll come back to you, Kathy, but we'll take another phone call. Hello.
Hi, Matt.
Yes.
You know what I find with Dominica?
Uh-huh.
Everything, I would say 99% of things produced in Dominica
I do not know where they are arriving at their costing, but I can tell you, all of them are about 3 times more expensive than the imported one. For instance, we have an abattoir, and already the Prime Minister is talking about we have to bear because this thing is surely going to be more expensive. That's one of them too. Okay, Matt.
Thank you very much. But we're not talking in terms of pricing. I'm planning to do a series of program with Kathy here on some of the issues in terms of the attitude. Is the customer always right? But today we're focusing primarily on customer service in Dominica. Hello.
Matt,
yes.
They're related, Matt, those 2 factors.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have a poor quality product and you have a lot of customers badgering the attendant or whoever it is, they're going to get burnt out. So if you have a very good product, you're more likely to get good customer service in the sense that the person will be more pleasant because they're not being drowned. I have an example right here today. My television is working, cable is working fine. It goes on, it goes off. I look outside, I see a guy on a pole. Then I look again, he's gone, and the thing is still off. I called 3 times. That was since this morning up to now, nobody showed. So what you see, bad quality product makes the customer very agitated. And then where's the customer service?
Well, the customer service will come when you make that call to the provider, whether it's Mapping or DigiPlay, one of them, and maybe they respond in a particular way, then maybe you can complain. But Kathy, it seems like you wanted to say something.
Yes. I also want to add that because we mentioned earlier that the customer is always right means that the customer has to disrespect the people at the workplace. There is no excuse for disrespect, either which way. However, where the trading comes in, the attendant at the business place should be able to calm down that client and bring them wrong to a respectful level. Okay, I appreciate and have to tell the customer as well, I will listen to you, but I'm not going to be disrespected. And if it continues, then they can go to their supervisor and to bring the supervisor in. But nobody should be subjected to any level of disrespect.
All right, respect that point there. Hello, 127.
Hello, I think there's a couple of points come up there that make me think that there's a big picture of the situation and where we are, because the girl, first of all, we have to talk about standards, and customer service is not only about the people that selling you things, Customer service, I think, it goes to like how we interact with each other, because if I come and ask you a question as a brother on the street, I'm a customer, and how you deal with me gonna say something. The girl, for example, again too, like we talk about standards, and the service. So even on the radio, the man hosting the show have a certain responsibility to read the customers in the audience, because he have a kind of a power and he's serving all of us. So for example, when I say about standards, he should tell us, like, he said you are well qualified, and that may be very true, but in terms of standards, he's not giving us real good service because he hasn't tell us what your qualifications are, what your expertise is. I'm just saying that just to show it's a whole society thing. For example, too, if you're driving on the road, each of us are customers of each other because we share in the road. We want something from each other. We want consideration. Manners just doesn't respect right of way. They come in on your side. All that is showing something about the whole picture is our culture, is our people, is how we interact. People vex, no standards, my brother.
All right, caller, thank you for that opinion there. We respect each other. It's 129. Hello. Are you there, caller?
Yes, I'm there with you.
All right.
Well, go on.
Okay, my brother.
All right. What's your name, Kathy? Good afternoon.
Yes, Kathy.
To you.
It's very interesting. I have noticed how much it stinks customer service in Dominica. And it's a frequent, it's a regular, it's a prevalent thing, Matt. Matt, you go in certain business places, and you know what they do? They evaluate you. They assess you with the eyes. And they know if they should or should not respect you based on the way you look. Sometimes you have much more money than the person that comes jacket and tile, Mr. So-and-so to spend there, you know.
It's true.
But you already have an attitude because you look like a vein egg. You know, you look like a nobody. That is a dangerous perception a lot of service providers have towards customers. Certain bus drivers, I know one, I will not be too specific for him to make me want to curse me. Boom, 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 boom. You're not there in the lyrics of the music, you know, man.
Mm-hmm.
But there is an echo in your head and you're calling on them and saying, oh, why not you alone on the bus? Why is you alone not complaining? That is another dangerous thing again. And something I need to say, Matt.
Uh-huh.
I watch the customer is always right as the service provider can never justify the action of the customer to react in some equal way of hostility or rude or disrespect. But remember, this is the customer of the money. You need the money. You providing a service. You have to provide the service for you to get the money. So in that sense now, you know, you're smart. You're looking for money. But at the same time, to try to use the customer nasty attitude, to come up with a nasty attitude. So that's where, as the lady said, you know, you say, let you call your supervisor, so I will not take that risk. In a very polite and intelligent way, not using any level of hostility to respond in likewise manner. But customer is always right in that sense, yes. But people really, you know, sir, please do not do what you just, oh, but you're shouting at me, don't need to shout at you too then. You know, so that is where you are wrong and the customer is right. Anyway, thanks.
Thank you. Hello, talk to me.
Yes, Matt, good afternoon.
To you.
Yeah, a caller called earlier on, I think from overseas, and he made mention about the employees not being in good favor, and then they react. And we sort of brush it away. Do you know who Richard Branson is?
Mm-hmm.
Richard Branson is one of the most successful businessmen you have out there. And this is what he had to say about clients and employees. He said, the clients do not come first, employees come first. If you take care of your employees, they will take care of your clients. And he also had this to say, if you look after your staff, they look after your customers. It's that simple. So people need to understand that for your staff to give good service,
they need to be happy.
They have to be happy. It's human nature.
All right, thank you for that point there. Maybe we overlooked that one. 133, I'll come back to Kathy in a minute there. Hello.
Matt, good afternoon.
Hi.
Listening to the program, I think you also started with bad customer service.
Okay.
I know who Kathy is, but you have not told us, the listeners, in what capacity Kathy is talking.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll take my blame for that. I just took for granted that everybody knows Kathy.
No. What capacity? Everybody may know Kathy, but in what capacity is she talking?
All right. I introduced her as a professional in the area of human resource. Maybe you missed that part. Did you?
Human resource. Matt, I look forward to listening.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. And maybe that might have been a slip. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I'll give my credentials. As I was saying, some people may know me as Kathleen Robinson, which is who I am, and some people may know me as Kathleen Robinson Pond. It doesn't really matter. I'm the same person. I am a quality and food safety specialist for the past 20 years now, and quality service is a lifestyle. If you're a quality person, you're quality through and through. And customer service, with regards to meeting customer expectations and relating to persons, is at the top of the list of that. I hope that helps.
Yes, put things in perspective there. My bad. 134, hello. 449, I always tell people you're never too big to apologize. 134, hello.
Yeah, Mr. Peltier.
You're back.
You know, it's not bad. Give me my time to explain myself. I ain't going to hog the radio station and the ear. But what I'm saying, if someone, the state of the mind of the individual, if the person is not happy with the working environment, the period, a lot of them that have to do with poor customer service. And it does call it, I said about Subway New York. This employee don't own Subway, so they don't care where you go. I get bad customer service. I get my Subway. If I want to go somewhere, I go somewhere else. These people don't care where they go elsewhere. They still get the salary same way. But in Dominica, it depends on the person's salary. They're not happy, they're going to treat you accordingly. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of money, I'm going to give you a big smile on the face. I know that my wage at the end of the week can't pay my rent or can't do nothing to support myself. And
So okay, all right. Let me ask you a question before we get into a heated argument here. So if you know that wherever you're working cannot pay your rent and you're not happy, then why do you stay there?
Well, because they don't have a choice. There's nothing elsewhere on island. But in America,
And then there's nothing else, as you explained, on island. But then you come to the person's workplace or with attitude.
because sometimes the person giving their best, and they're not getting enough pay for their best at the job, the best work that they're putting out.
But let me ask you. But thanks though. Let me ask you, Kathy. Is there a difference between customer service / attitude?
There is definitely, there is attitude. Everything is attitude.
Uh-huh.
What type of attitude that you have? You can put attitude in your personality in making people feel that you have served them and given them a wow experience, as well as you could have an attitude to make people think this was the worst experience. It's how the customer interprets what it is that you do. And the first thing, as we mentioned earlier, is politeness. The second thing is customization, as you mentioned. And it's all about, because you mentioned about quality of service, and quality is a subjective thing, which is based on the person that you're dealing with. For me, the level of quality service I expect is very high as compared to somebody who maybe a good morning would do for them. Because and a customer also mentioned about customers, who our customers are, because we have internal customers and we have external customers. And who your persons you relate to at work are your internal customers. You have to treat them as just as good customer service, meeting your deadlines, because somebody's waiting on you to do something else. It's not only the customer on the outside. Your work environment, as the customer said, is heavily dependent on the kind of customer service that you give to the external customers. But I agree with you. Also, it is not an excuse to mistreat persons who come to deal with you.
Okay, caller, you still there? No, he's gone. All right, let's take a phone call. It's 137. Hello. 449-3095. Let's see. Somebody from the diaspora. We're taking a few calls from the diaspora as well. Hello. Maybe they've been in here in Dominica and have experienced some.
Matt, good afternoon.
Hi.
And good afternoon to your guest. Yes, the service in Dominica is very bad.
Okay.
But it's better than a lot of places. And that's not an excuse that we should not be complicit. Because out here in St. Thomas, the service is not good. And Matt and your guests, if we don't take stock of it, we will go down very bad. Because when I came to Dominica and I asked for a price on something in a store, I said, all after that, the woman said, take it or leave it. And like, she just shut me out. And I felt like I was harassing her.
Yeah, she had a bad attitude.
Matt, what I realized up here in St. Thomas, the local people does the same like what people do in Dominica. When we look at the foreigners up here, they are the one who give service. Even Dominicans, when they come up here, they have to work. They give better service than the local people. But in Dominica, I see the same trend is happening, and if we don't clip that, we will run ourselves out of the business market. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, and we're dealing with a very sensitive market now, tourism.
That's correct.
Very fragile.
Even the bus drivers, the tour guides, the accommodations, we have to be conscientious that every single person in Dominica is a salesperson, because we are impacting. Not too long we heard about Dominica being put on a blacklist because the tourist is not interacting with these persons specifically in the tourism industry. Each one of us is involved in the tourism industry.
We are all ambassadors.
We are all ambassadors, down to the smallest child. It's a culture we have to inculcate in every single one of us. Somebody's someone who approached me the other day and spoke about a bus driver. It wasn't a registered bus driver, because you know sometimes the tourists, especially stayovers, take their local buses, and they pull up and their music is blasting, which a caller just spoke about, and went off, just stopped the vehicle and went off into the bush to do his business without washing his hands and all kind of stuff like that. This is not customer service, not even to the foreigners who are on the bus, but to our local people as well. So we need to treat our local people as a foreigner. If I go to Portsmouth, I'm a tourist at Portsmouth, because I don't live at Portsmouth. So the persons at Portsmouth have to treat me as a foreigner coming into their environment. And that is how we all need to deal with each other on that level, in terms of politeness, in terms of elevating our own standard in dealing and treating each other. And that in itself is good quality customer service.
Hello. Oh, sorry. We're going to take another phone call. We missed this one, okay? My telephones are just ringing off the hook there. Good afternoon. This is Talk on the Block.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Hello.
And good afternoon to your guests.
Yes.
Good afternoon to your listeners. Matt, one of the good qualities of customer service is patience, kindness, and respect. Matt, sometimes you meet some people, some customers, Matt, and let me tell you something. Sometimes the way they behave, you want to tell them something bad, you know? But you have to have patience, Matt. You know, you have to have kindness, you know, and you have to be able to respect that person. You understand? Because sometimes you never know that person in a bad mood. That person, you know, something happened to them, and they come and get and talk to you, and they're passing it on you. You know, Matt. But you just have to have patience, you know, and try to rise above their behavior, and then treat them good. And sometimes when they leave, they just even examine their own self and say, "Boy, what I had to get on like that for now? That person behaved, you know, treat me so nice." You know, Matt. So that is the free characteristic of kindness, of customer service. Is patience, kindness, and respect.
Thank you for that too. Of course, you can also add your own comments as well. Don't have to ask just questions. If you know something about customer service, feel free to talk to us about it. Hello.
Yes, my brother, you there with me?
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, I just saying, even the employer should have a personal relationship with the employee. Like you can know Matt coming to you and something is not right, and you call Matt aside. And when Matt explains to you, say, you know something, go where you haven't got to, like in a department of the workplace, or section where you would not have to interact with, you know, because you could train the person as much as you train them, Matt. But when push comes to shove, some domestic situation really is feeding on them. And then you say, you know, today I will not send you home. I need your work because, you know, you need to get paid. And you just simply say, you know, something, okay, look, we're labeling over there where you haven't got to deal with nobody. You will have to work there today. And Matt Jolly Pharmacy, if we're not about promoting, but I think that man was a genius. I think I can recall having a bad experience with any of his workers at his pharmacy. So really and truly, I think it's a constant interaction and training and education that is going to really have people realizing it's like a family. I'm a part of the company. I'm a part of the business. It's not just me coming to work and get my money and run off. Because according to the relationship you have with your boss, I telling you feel like you're almost part owner of that business. So you really look to draw people in rather than pushing them out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. 1:44, Catherine. We're going to take a break and we'll come back. The telephones are just coming in there, inundated with phone calls on this issue of customer service in Dominica. We're going to come back right after this.
This Christmas, go from running low to fully charged. From average to excellent at Digicel. We know what you want. Better prices, better content, better gifts with the most gifted network. This Christmas season, Digicel invites you to get gifted. Win your share in our $50,000 cash and prizes giveaway. Activate a data or D-Music plan for your chance to win. Download my Digicel app for information.
Queen Show patrons, the road to the throne continues with the Queen Show pre-show on Saturday, December 17th at the Arawak House of Culture. A presentation of the Discover Dominica Authority, the Dominica Festivals Committee and the Queen Show Committee. Come and get a glimpse of the 7 young ladies vying for the coveted title of Miss Dominica 2017. See Carla Henry of Maho, Zethra Barron of Fort St. Jean, Gabriel Abraham of Goodwill, Teresa Lewis of Bath Estate, Ketisha Joseph of Massac, Esther Francis of Goodwill, and Jed Romaine of Gutter Village. The Queen Show pre-show is on at the Arawak House of Culture, Saturday, December 17th, 2016 from 8 p.m. Tickets cost $30. Be there. This ad has been sponsored by Flow. This is how we flow.
Many of us know what it is pour vivre à Antica if a wooden window plate to et puis un petit hatchet or a piece of rope tied to a nail. Or yon clou qui bend back pour faire mes ponette là. Oh, avec take I want to add the wheel from the pit toilet. But this is the modern times. Latter éclairé. Times have changed. Avec Jordi Jounoni, Dragon Windows en Foncolé. Next to the Hucksters Association. Jordi Juicy sash windows, sliding windows, casement windows. Avec Dragon ni tout ça. Dragon ni French door, sliding doors, all PVC, all made in Dominica, custom made n'importe style, n'importe garde ouvlé. Et puis vous ne devez la porte hot Dragon Windows, loud and talk. You open your window or door with style. Hello, can I help you? Sakafe kai kon kai bonjan. Côté Dragon Windows next to the Hucksters Association en Foncolé. Ou set up a office cubicles, bathroom enclosures, rolling shutters, top class security for garage and business place and homes for hurricane season. Dragon Windows need railings, fencing and gates. LV Radi, I recommend everyone call 4480253. Dragon Windows for top security. If you need top volley around, I would give every volley an illegal injection. It will be the lethal injection.
All right, let's take a phone call. I know Kathy does not have too much time with me here, so let's take about two phone calls and allow Kathy to sort of wrap up. We'll see her hear from her in the near future, and we'll continue along those lines. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, Matt.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, and good afternoon to your guest, Kathy, namesake.
Yes.
Matt, you know, we all have different approaches, or we respond differently to different things. For example, you have 5 fingers on your hand. None of them are the same length, none of them have the same prints. So we respond based on how we perceive or how we react to things. For example, if you are in the States and a policeman pull you over, what you will do, you will stop your car and, put your hand on the steering wheel, whatever. Somebody else, the police pull them over, they say, why you pull me over? Because I'm a black man or because I'm driving a good car? So what the point that one of the first caller was making, calling from overseas, is that it depends on somebody. The person may have other issues. So how they address those issues may be different from how you or I may address those issues. For example, throughout my work life, I have never mixed, let us say, any home or personal affairs with work affairs. Never. I've been able to separate them totally. But a lot of people have not been able to do the same thing. So there's some connection with, the person's frame of mind, that sort of stuff. But that is not to excuse what happens. It is just, as somebody pointed out earlier on, the interaction that the employer has or doesn't have with the person. That also is a contributing factor to how they are going to respond to whoever the customer is. So I think it is not a dismissible. You can't dismiss the concept that somebody may not have had breakfast, their children, they may have been bothering, they may have some difficulties, some home problems other than at work. And so those are connected. I just wanted to put that little piece.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Robinson there. Thank you so much. Final phone call. Hello.
Thank you so very much, Matt. Good afternoon to you, your guests, and your listeners.
Yes.
People, first of all, must know how to speak to people. There are some bosses that don't know how to speak to their staff. There are some bosses that don't know how to interact with customers. You have to have a relationship with your customers. You have to be able to communicate with your customers. You cannot have a business and every day your face boo-way, you're angry, you are pissed off. No, there must be some level of joy. When the customers see you, what you the face that you give has to talk about your business, The type of person you are, it says a lot about your business.
I know there's some customers that is very friendly to their thing, but some of them they are just not friendly, and they feel everything they do and say that they're always right. It's not like that. You have to have a dialogue. There must be communication. You have to know when to make a little joke with your customer and you laugh with them. Some of them, they just feel it's your money they want, and then that is it. It cannot be so all the time. That's not good business.
All right, caller, thank you. We're going to wrap up. Somebody says here, a very important point, while telling you that you're doing a very good job here, Kathy. The person says, good afternoon, Matt. It is a social problem in Dominica. It doesn't matter whether one works at a restaurant or in any other service. Customer service is not part of our culture. People think they can treat one another as they please, not thinking that they're seeking some sort of help. I think that's a good way to wrap up. How do we resolve this issue of customer service, Kathy? I mean, is it a training issue that most businesses in Dominica have to get into, because most of their staff seem untrained?
I agree with exactly what the customer said. I agree with what the last caller said.
Right.
In terms of how we interact with persons. And I agree with exactly what you're saying. It's a training problem as well, because we have taken on so much of a westernized culture within our thing that it has become integrated in our own social life as well as what the person is saying, yeah? And rapport and communication is definitely part of it. But as we're going to go on to next week and we're going to talk about the customer is always right, let us just think about these things. One of the customers, Mr. Robinson, my namesake, thank you, spoke about frame of mind, and it's totally about the frame of mind and the well-being of the person and the level of maturity at which they are in. And hopefully later on we'll come to speak about that. And one of the things we have to remember, regardless of wherever we are always an ambassador of our jobs. Somebody will say, Miss KFC, they don't know your name, but because they saw you with your
logo,
your name tag and your uniform, Miss Domlek, they don't know your name, but how you have treated them, they will always remember bad service. People may understand good service as well, So let us just be mindful of how we treat people. Remember, people are having their own issues. Saying good morning and going beyond ourselves takes nothing away from us. Treating somebody nice also gives us a warm feeling inside, because giving is always makes a higher purpose than receiving. So it's nothing wrong in going out of our way, even though it's for 5 minutes, to see a customer get something that they would like.
Usually you'll hear something like, who moms I think she is now?
Right. And another thing that we have, when someone enters the door, that is a main issue. We go beyond ourselves. Are you getting service, ma'am? Or how may I be of service to you today? These are the things people are looking forward to, and these are the things that are needed. So let us go out of our way today to make someone feel good and leave with a happy expression on their face.
Kathy, we'll continue next week. Is the customer always right? That's the next subject right here. Next Tuesday at the same time, if God is willing. Thank you again, Kathy.
Thank you so much for having me, Matt, and thank you to the listening public.
It was a pleasure. We'll continue. We have a lot to talk about. Thank you very much.
Christmas nice with Kubuli. Beer and ham slice promo. Get a slice of ham with every Kubuli beer purchase at the following promotions. Zavos Bar, Roseau, December 16th. It's a Guinness Christmas special. Buy 5 cases of Guinness and get a t-shirt plus 1 case free. You heard right. This holiday season, buy 5 cases of Guinness Stout and get a free t-shirt plus 1 case of Guinness absolutely free. This offer is valid on cash purchases only. Must be 18 years and over. Terms and conditions apply. Drink Guinness responsibly.
This is Q95. If you want to continue calling on the very same subject, feel free to do so. We have a few more minutes. Hello, talk to me here. Hi.
It's a pity your guest left already.
Yeah, she left. But she'll be back soon.
Okay, but let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Some of the worst services you can get in businesses in talking to Chinese. They always have a fight with a Dominican. They always, sometimes, you buy something, you bring it back, they don't want to give you your money back, and some of the worst treatments Dominicans get.
So you get bad service from the Chinese? At least some of the Chinese.
Some of them are very good, but some of them are very bad. I want her to speak on that topic and some people to call up that because they always have a fight with Dominicans.
All right, thank you very much. Dominicans always have a problem. You always see somebody bringing something back to one of the Chinese stores, then there's always some debate or argument going on there. 449-3095-96 and 97. Dominica, of course, you can call. We just have a few more minutes. We'll take a few more of your phone calls.
This Christmas, go from running low to fully charged. From average to excellent at Digicel. We know what you want. Better prices, better content, better gifts with the most gifted network. This Christmas season, Digicel invites you to get gifted. Win your share in our $50,000 cash and prizes giveaway. So activate a data or D-Music plan for your chance to win. Download my Digicel app for information.
As you take the next step in your academic journey, you may need help paying for your education expenses. The National Bank of Dominica Education Loan will help you fund your education, whether locally, regionally, or internationally. Talk to us. Learn more about our competitive interest rates and other great features and benefits. Find out how you can qualify. Visit us or call 255-2300 today and have the life you want with an NBD education loan. Visit our website, like us on Facebook.
There is only one furniture and appliance store in Dominica, which brings you quality at the most affordable prices.
Appliance Plus
for sofa beds.
Appliance Plus
for quality microwaves.
Appliance Plus
for refrigerators and stoves in all sizes. Check out Appliance Plus today for special Christmas discounts on selected items. Visit Appliance Plus on 43 Great George Street in Roseau. Appliance Plus for the brands you trust.
Queen Show patrons, the road to the throne continues with the Queen Show pre-show on Saturday, December 17th at the Arawak House of Culture, a presentation of the Discover Dominica Authority, the Dominica Festivals Committee, and the Queen Show Committee. Come and get a glimpse of the 7 young ladies vying for the coveted title of Miss Dominica 2017. See Carla Henry of Maho, Zethra Barron of Fort St. Jean, Gabrielle Abraham of Goodwill, Teresa Lewis of Bath Estate, Ketisha Joseph of Massac, Esther Francis of Goodwill, and Jade Romaine of Gutter Village. The Queen Show pre-show is on at the Arawak House of Culture, Saturday, December 7th.
Many of us know what it is pour vivre à hortica if a wooden window plate to et puis un t-chatchet or a piece of rope tied to a nail or yon clucky bend bag pour faire mes ponette là. Oh, avec take I want to add the wheel from the pit toilet. But this is the modern times. Latter éclairé. Times have changed. Avec Jordi Jounoni, Dragon Windows en francophone.